Started coming to the soup kitchen about 5 years ago. I walked past Albion Street. I had a few people tell me about it, but I wasn't into that Christian spiritual side of things, My attitude was all over the place. I was into drugs, I was stealing. My attitude was quite bad towards the volunteers, but they never gave up on me. They kept on coming out. What struck me was they never forgot about the conversation that we had the week before, And I think it was a lady called Lisa, because I like writing. I like writing poetry and stuff. I do. And she brought me a book and a pen, and she said, you write your journal and stuff and that in here, and that meant a lot to me. That day, it changed my attitude towards things, because I thought to myself, I cry for my family, my blood family, but something here, it's like it's built, something's building, I've got people. Not only just do they serve out meals and cook meals and give out meals, but they genuinely care, they genuinely understand, and that was a great thing, and if it hadn't been for that day 5 years ago, I'd have probably ended up doing a lot of time in prison or been 6 feet under, Genuinely from the heart, I love all you guys to bits, I think you're brilliant. Thank you for sticking with us through COVID, when you delivered the meals and that and stuff, that was just brilliant, You guys were putting yourselves at risk, but you took your time, and I'd long for the days when it come to a Tuesday, and it was just to have a lovely meal, but it was to have a great conversation as well, and I long for those days, coming here on a Tuesday, or whether it's having the meals delivered to my home, we're more looking for companionship, friendship and that, and I think that's what this place to me is about, how it's changed my life. It's made me a bit more understanding, a bit more open. You know the word hope, people throw that word about, but hope is a powerful word. If you haven't got hope, you haven't got anything, And when I went to that soup kitchen 5 years ago on Albion Street, I didn't have any hope. But by me engaging with the volunteers and that and so on, hope was starting to build up in me, instead of darkness filling my soul and my heart, it was hope and it was light. I wouldn't say I'm fully there yet, but I am on that right journey. I do care about myself, and that's through you guys, it's not just about coming here, having a nice meal and a pudding, it's praying together, breaking bread and talking to each other, embracing each other as friends and brothers and sisters. I hope this place does endure, for times to come, because I really do think it does a just service to people, but I do hope for the future that I'm finding a peace and in a light.
If there are people out there that are really suffering, we go and help those people as volunteers, and the self-satisfaction that you get from doing it. It's always nice to be nice, and giving your time is one of the most precious things that you can do. Money can only help so much, you can always make that again, but your time, you can't get it back. So giving your time to somebody really just show how much you want to help people.
I love to serve at Soup Kitchen because I like seeing the impact that a simple meal can make on people as they come from darkness into the light.
Last year I was lost in addiction myself. God stepped into my life and threw all that away. Now it's about serving God and serving others. I come here to sow a seed of hope and faith in their lives, so they hopefully, and we pray on it every day, that they can be free of addictions, to serve them, to feed them, to talk to them. Some people don't even have a person to talk to some days. When they come here, they do have.
Here at Soup Kitchen, we serve a 2-course hot meal every week. We put a real emphasis on the guests and the people that come through our doors. We don't judge what impacts they've had in their life previously. We don't try and change people immediately. We're not just a soup kitchen, we provide furniture, we provide white goods, we're a shoulder to cry on, and we have had people come through the doors with drug habits, with alcohol addictions. We thank each and every volunteer that either has in the past or presently volunteers for us. We could not make the impact in the community without each and every single person.